Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hello and welcome. It's Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. This morning, so we're going to start with the mat in a vertical alignment. And I'm going to just always making sure adjusting so that the camera is lined up good. So let me just make that adjustment. Yes, awesome. Whew. All right. Let's stand tall at the back of our mat. From here, we're going to gaze down towards our toes, and we're going to bring the chin towards the collarbone. Try to get your chin to flow towards your collarbone with your eyes open, and slightly tilt your head to the left and to the right. Go slow. As you're tilting to the left and to the right, allow your nose to make a semicircle. So you're going to make a semicircle with your nose as your head tilts slowly from side to side. From here, we're going to take a breath. We're going to allow the head to be still, still looking down at our toes. We're going to take an inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, guide the arms to extend out and rise overhead. So if you can, maybe interlace the thumbs, just lock your thumbs, good. And then reach up towards the sky, lifting up your shoulders, lifting your heart. Let your belly sink in. Keep your weight in your heels. And then on the exhale breath, release the arms down, release those. Have our hands placed on our waist or hips. We're going to step forward with left leg. Take a big lunging step forward, left leg, and bend the left knee. Bend the left knee and then straighten. The back leg is straight. Bend the left knee and straighten. More breath. Bend the left knee and then straighten. Transfer the weight back, breathe, shift, step back. Same flow, other side. Gonna stretch out opposite leg. Take a breath, opposite leg extends forward. We're gonna bend that front knee, guide it to straighten, lift the heart. Another breath, we're bending that knee at our own pace, inhaling back to straighten. Back leg remains straight as we bend the front knee. Very good. Inhale to straighten, and then we'll transfer the weight back. Breathe, shift, step back. Now, let's release the hands from our waist, bent. Keep the elbows bending, palms touch. Thumbs are on our sternum. We're going to extend the left leg to straighten. So we're just going to straighten and the foot will lift up, and we're going to cross the leg. Very good. With the sole of the foot on the mat, straighten your knees and transfer all your weight to your heels as you lift your heart up. Good. Relax shoulders. Next breath allows us to uncross that leg. So the left leg will extend forward, rise, and then we'll uncross. Excellent flow. Let's do the same thing, opposite side. When you're ready, take your breath. Right leg will extend forward. We press the palms together for balance. So the palms balance us by pressing, and then we cross. Yes, lift your heart. After you cross, lift that heart. Receive length in the spine, relax shoulders. Extend your front leg so you can uncross it, and then release it down. Awesome flow. Now, let's lift up on our heels on an inhale. Inhale, lift your heels up. As your heels are lifting, squeeze your kneecaps, lift your heart, and also squeeze those glute muscles. The next breath guides us to bend the knees, release the heels onto the mat. Rise up to straighten knees, extend arms overhead. We're going to release to a forward fold. Nice and slow. Press that heart forward. Reach towards the wall in front of you. Guide the navel inward. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. All right? Because we just want to be gentle with the body. We're still warming up. So as you release forward, let your chest rest on your thighs. Guide your chin towards your collarbone, and you're bending your knees. Let's all bend our knees. So we have to bend the knees to guide the chest to the knees. From here, we're going to rise up, begin to straighten the knees. Elbows are straight, palms face forward. A full breath guides us to rise up. We're rising up one vertebrae at a time. We're extending the arms outward. Lengthen your spine and guide fingertips towards the sky. Rotate arms in. Allow the palms to touch. Elbows begin to soften. Press your palms together actively. Press, press those palms together. Release your thumbs onto your sternum when you reach that area, and relax shoulders. Now let's gaze downward. Now this is the time that we can be in reflection. This is the time we notice heart rhythm. And if you'd like to set an intention or dedication for your practice today, this would be the time to do so. As we connect with our own heart energy. Open a little wider. We are now prepared to start our yoga practice for today. Today, we're going to start with a sun salutation flow. So let's release our hands, guide the arms to relax on our side, and make sure we're stepping at the furthest lower point of our mat. So stand all the way towards the back of your mat because we'll be folding forward, going forward. From here, once we have that adjustment made, we're going to make sure the thighs are touching. So you want your upper thighs touching. We want all the weight of our body and our heels, the toes spread very widely and pressing downward. The next breath guides the palms to face forward. The arms flow up as we fill our lungs. And the fingertips rise towards the sky. We're in mountain pose. On the exhale breath, we lift the heart a little more, and then we release forward as if we're diving forward, and we begin to bend our knees. Let your knees bend, hinge in your hips, and allow the arms to lower all the way down. Spread your fingers wide, and guide your fingertips to your mat, and then slide your palms forward. Keep your fingers spreading to protect your wrists, and then begin to step your feet outward. Left foot behind left hand, right foot behind right hand. Straighten your legs if you can, and guide your chin towards your collarbone. What we're doing is we are releasing our heels towards the mat, but it's okay if the heels don't touch. Most importantly, we want to guide the tailbone to flow towards the sky. So we're pressing our heart towards our thighs, and the tailbone is rising up. So we're strengthening the spine, strengthening shoulders, strengthening legs all at the same time. The next breath allows us to shift tall, like what you're going to do is you might have to walk your hands out a little bit so that you can align the shoulders over the wrist. Elbows straight, legs straight. This is a plank position. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to bend the elbows. The elbows bend and point towards the feet. And let's bend our knees. Point the toes, guide the glutes towards the heels. All right? So we're going to take a little rest in the middle because this is a resting posture. This is our child's pose. So we're allowing the forehead to rest on our mat. Our chest flows towards the thighs. And we have the glutes flowing towards the heels. We have our toenails on the mat or floor. Excellent flow. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to rise up, lifting our glutes up. Chin flows towards the collarbone. And we're in an all-fours tabletop position. All right? From here, let's focus on our left arm. We're going to turn our body to the left and lift the left arm up. The left fingertips flow towards the sky. We're going to straighten the left leg. So the shoulders align. And this is a side plank position, you know, a variation of side plank. We can do plank with both legs straight. We can do plank with one knee bending. All right, so this is how we strengthen our core in this side plank. The next breath allows the left arm to lower. We're going to rotate the body back to a tabletop all-fours position. Both knees will bend. Now we'll focus on the right arm. Take a breath, guide the right arm to rise up. We're straightening the right leg. What an awesome flow in this side plank, strengthening the ligaments in the elbows, the wrist, and the shoulders. From here, we'll take another full breath. Allow the right arm to release towards the mat. Rotate your heart to face the mat. Chin flows towards the collarbone. From here, we're gonna rise up, lifting the arms. Good, awesome flow. Our fingertips rise towards the sky. From here, we'll take a breath and we're gonna flow to a camel's pose, starting with the left arm. Allow the left arm to windmill behind you. So turn your body to the left arm begins to lower, and see if you can place your fingers to capture your left heel. If you can't, then go ahead. So I'm going to show you two variations. One is you're capturing your heel. Another is that you bend the elbow, place the heel of the hand in the low back glute area, and just lift the heart that way. So connect with your level, and then opposite arm rotates back. So make sure your hands are in matching positions, either holding the heels. We have the heart lifted. Everyone has their chin flowing up towards the sky. So either holding low back glutes or holding heels. We're all strengthening and lengthening the spine, engaging the glutes, toning legs. What an awesome flow. Now allow the right arm to flow up, fingertips rise towards the sky. Next breath, opposite arm flows up. And then we're gonna release the arms down. The dolphin pose, once the arms are completely lowered, hinge forward, bend your elbows, and place your elbows on your mat. Palms are downward as well. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to lift our glutes up and flex the toe print. So bring your toe prints on the mat or the floor, depending on how tall you are. Next breath allows us to begin to lift the knees. So we have our chin flowing towards our collarbone. Let's lift those knees up. And if it's a little too intense, you don't have to lift your knees high. Do what you can. If able, go ahead and straighten those legs, and we're guiding the heels downward. Now this is called the dolphin pose, and in this dolphin pose, my heels never connect with the mat, so my heels always hover. So it's okay if your heels do not touch your mat or touch the floor. It's okay. We don't want to strain. What we want to do is we want to be gentle with the body, keep the chin flowing towards the collarbone, keep the facial muscles relaxed, and keep our eyes open in this inverted posture. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath, and on the exhale, we're going to bend our knees and gently place our knees on our mat. Point our toes so the toenails are on the mat or floor, and then very slowly we're going to rise up, lifting the heart up, and we're lifting the arms up also. Every time you're in an inverted posture, afterwards, you want to guide your arms to flow overhead so that the blood flow can go back in the right direction so you don't get dizzy or lightheaded. Okay, that's very important. From here, we'll take another breath and release the arms all the way down as we lift the heart up and keep the belly hollow. Now, we're going to focus on left knee. We're going to take a breath and lift the left knee up. Lift your heart, lift the left knee, sole of the foot connects with the mat. Good. Now, the breath guides us to allow the arms to flow forward, and we're gonna guide the heart forward. Let your hands flow in front of the front foot. Now, heel toe that left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Notice you might receive more openness in the hips. We still have the back knee on our mat. All right, so we have our back knee on our mat. So we have our back knee on our mat, and we're going to focus on our left arm. Allow the left arm to rise up. Turn your upper body towards the left, guide your navel inward, and your left fingertips are going to flow towards the sky for a nice deep lunge. Opening the hips, lengthening the spine, and toning legs all at the same time. Awesome. From here, we'll take another full breath. On the exhale, the left arm is going to lower, and we're going to place that left hand back on the inside of the left foot. Allow the left foot to step back, and we're going to be back in an all-fours position, the starting point. Same flow, other side, breathe. Guide the opposite knee to rise, should be that right knee. We're going to place the sole of the foot on the mat. Heel toe that foot to the outer edge of your mat. Very good. Notice the openness in the hips. Next breath allows us to rotate the upper body now towards the right. We're lifting up that right arm. Guide your navel inward and allow your fingertips to rise towards the sky. Yeah. My yoga guru, he used to say, a flexible spine is a healthy spine, and it's a very true statement. So this yoga posture invites flexibility in the spine, encourages a healthy spine. Also, it opens our hips at the same time. So many benefits in this twisting lunge. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. We're going to allow the right arm to lower, rotate the body back towards the mat. Once the palm connects with the mat, we're going to step that front foot back. Breathe, step back to all fours. From here, guide the right knee outward, but keep your knee on your mat for protection. Left knee out, just let your legs spread. All right, from here, the big toes touch. We have our toenails on our mat, and we're gonna exhale and release our glutes towards our heels, and then slide the palms forward. So if sliding the palms forward is uncomfortable, you can bend the elbows, create a stacked position to create a pillow for forehead. So we either have the arms extended forward. We want to receive openness in the hips. We want to receive length in the spine as we open shoulders all at the same time. So you can either have your chin on the mat. I like to bring my forehead to the mat so that my neck can be neutral. You could even turn your head to either side. Whatever feels best for you, listen to your body and breathe. So this is another variation of a child's pose. And child's pose is a resting posture. However, in resting postures, we still receive benefits. So we're engaging those small tendons and ligaments in our toes and feet and ankles. We're strengthening our calf muscles, even the joints and the knee joint. And as we're taking full, long, and cleansing breaths, we're increasing the oxygen levels in the body. We're allowing the breath to be very slow. We're mindful of how the breath causes the chest to rise and fall. From here, we'll take another deep breath, and we're going to begin to press the palms into the mat. Press the palms into the mat and begin to rise up, lifting up the upper body, lifting up the glutes. Walk your hands closer to your body and guide your knees inward. Awesome flow. From here, we can flex the toe prints onto the mat. So bring your toe prints or toe pads onto your mat. And from here, allow your weight to flow towards your heels. Bring your glutes towards your heels and walk your hands back. So we have the glutes resting on the heels with a lifted heart. The next breath allows us to place our hands to frame our knees. Do your cupcake fingers, all right? So just the fingertips. And then lift your knees up. Breathe, lift, and transfer your weight back so your knees are lifted. If that's uncomfortable, you can keep one knee down. All right, so just connect with a balance that feels good to your body right now. All right, So you either have both knees lifted or you have one knee lifted. Now, we're going to lift the heart up. Walk the hands closer to the feet. Lift the heart up. Awesome flow. This is wonderful for balance. You can stay here, or if you'd like a little more, you can bend your elbows and let your palms touch. Good. Press your palms together, the arms, and lift your heart. Your hands are going to flow up towards the sky. Elbows flow to straighten. Receive length in the spine. The next breath allows us to release the hands. Keep the fingers straight, elbows straight. Now the elbows are a hinge joint. Very important joint to strengthen. When you connect with shoulder level, the breath guides the arms to flow forward. Awesome flow. Palms touch, elbows bend, lift your heart up. Rest thumbs on sternum and relax your shoulders. Let's take another deep breath. As we exhale, if your palms are touching, release. We're going to fold forward. The chest flows towards the thighs. Place your hands on your mat. Palms on the mat, take a breath. Shift the weight of the body forward. Knees begin to lower as your heels lower. Chin flows towards the collarbone. Begin to rise up. So we're lowering our heels onto the mat. We're flowing to a forward fold, allowing the belly to hollow as we exhale. Notice when we guide the navel inward, how that allows the heart to flow closer to the thighs. We have the crown of the head flowing towards our mat or toes. And this is a forward fold. All right, a very good way to engage nervous and circulatory system as we are toning our leg muscles. From here, we'll take a breath. Let's slightly bend our knees. Let the knees soften a little bit. And then begin to rise up. Focus on the navel pressing in. We're going to rise up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Palms face forward. Allow the arms to extend outward. And we're lifting the heart up. Fingertips rise towards the sky. We'll rotate arms in. Palms touch, elbows bend. Press and relax shoulders. Take another full breath. The heart rises on the exhale. Keep your heart lifted as you extend the arms forward. Elbows will straighten. Let your palms face up. Breathe. Separate your arms with a lifted heart. And then allow the arms to relax all the way at your side. Awesome flow. We are now approximately 30 minutes into practice. A wonderful time for a water break. I'm going to grab my water and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Alrighty, so we know that when we're doing our fitness, wellness activities, it's important to keep the body hydrated. You should actually start hydrating the night before. And then hydrate accordingly throughout your practice as you need it. Always listen to your body. And we will resume in the cross-legged position. We have our left leg in front. And if this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to have one leg extended out, okay? So just go ahead and do that. And I see the comments popping up on the screen, so I will be sure to address all the comments and thank you all for practicing today. All right, so now we're going to continue with the second half of class in easy pose, cross-legged position, arms relaxing on legs with the lifted heart. So just lift your heart up, and as you lift, and lift slow. In yoga, all moves are slow. All moves are facilitated by our breath. So when we inhale, that's when we move the body. When we exhale, that's when we move the body. So just connect with that movement, that fluidness, that motion of breathing and moving slow at the same time. We strengthen our body through our breath. As we inhale, lifting up the heart, we strengthen the spine, increase the flexibility. We're engaging the vertebrae of the spine. On the exhale, we're guiding our navel to flow in towards the collar, towards the spinal cord. So the navel flows in towards the spinal cord, and this engages our diaphragm. All right, so this is all a part of the pulmonary system. The lungs filling, the diaphragm engaging. And when we lift the chest, the rib cage expands, allowing the lungs to really expand as much as possible. On the next, and from here, guide the arms closer so the palms touch. It's okay if your palms can't touch, then maybe just your fingertips are touching. Do what you can, and remember, don't strain. So if your palms are touching and you want a little more, go ahead, clasp your hands, have all fingers bending, but keep the pointer finger straight. Now the breath allows us to reach up. Press your hands away from your body. Let your shoulders rise up towards your ears. Lift the heart, lift the heart. Notice how the belly sinks in and becomes hollow. So we're guiding the navel inward for a full spinal stretch. From here, we'll straighten the fingers and release the right arm down slowly. The right palm faces the front of the room. When the arm reaches about shoulder level, bend the elbow. We're going to fold towards the right, guide the elbow onto our mat, turn our head so the nose points up towards the sky for a nice spinal stretch. Full inhalation and a complete exhalation. Strengthening the spine, and gravity's opening our hips for us. So many benefits in this side fold. The next breath allows us to focus on the right palm. We're going to breathe, press the right palm into the mat or floor and rise up, lifting the heart up, lifting the right arm up, and guiding the fingertips back to flow towards the sky. Now our palms are facing each other, fingers straight, elbows straight, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. The belly is hollow. We're still guiding that navel inward. This activates pelvic floor. From here, we'll take a breath, lift the heart up, lengthen spine. Exhale, left arm lowers, shoulder level, bend that elbow. Have the palm face down, and we're folding now towards the left. Allowing the left elbow, left palm to connect with the floor, turning the head so the nose points up towards the sky for a wonderful side stretch. Breathe deep. Really want to stretch out those muscles that cover the rib cage. From here, we're noticing the heart rhythm. And on our next inhale, we're going to press that left palm into the mat or floor and begin to rise up, lifting the heart up, guiding that left arm to flow upward. The heart rises. We return back to all 10 fingertips pointing towards the sky, so we can allow the arms to release all the way down. Fingertips will connect with the mat or floor. And now we're going to focus on the front leg, should be the left leg in front. breathe, bend your elbows. You're going to use your arms to lift up that front leg. So we want to embrace the front leg, the low leg, with the forearms. See how that feels? Just capture it as best as you can, and then slowly rock your body from side to side. So as we're rocking the body, we're receiving the benefit of strengthening the muscles in the arms and shoulders because the weight of the body is in the arms. And by rocking, we're opening the hips and also strengthening the spine with the spinal twist at the same time. So many benefits. From here, allow the body to be still. We're going to allow the hands to flow towards the heel. So release, if you can't, just hold the leg as best as you can, okay? So you're either holding the leg or having your fingers laced around your heel. From here, we'll take a breath. We're gonna lift the heart, guide the leg to extend forward and straighten, all right? So we're supporting the leg. You can either hold the heel, you can hold your low leg, whatever feels best for you at this moment in time. Remember, we don't want to strain in yoga. We're all about being gentle with the body. From here, if you'd like a little more in this posture, you can release your right arm and guide the leg out at a diagonal. All right, so we have that heel flowing towards that side wall with the lifted heart. Legs straight as possible, opening the hips, toning legs. Next breath guides the leg to flow back forward. Take a breath and guide that front knee, the left knee, to begin to bend. So we're guiding the leg back into the easy pose position. This time now the right leg will be in front. So let your right leg be in front. With the right leg in front, we'll take a breath. We're gonna lift that right leg, use the arms to embrace the leg. So we wanna give the leg a nice loving hug, all right? So show your leg some love, guide it to your heart without straining, all right? And like I said, everybody has a different level of flexibility. So if you're lifting your leg, maybe it might look like this, and that's good too, okay? So do what feels best for your body, all different levels, and the more you do it, the more flexible you'll become, right? Now we begin to allow the body to rock as we're breathing. Go slow and breathe deep. Awesome flow. Notice the way we're going to allow the body to be still, and then begin to release the leg, guide the hands towards your heel, either capturing the heel, maybe capturing the low leg. So lots of different levels in this posture, all right? So perhaps the foot is completely lifted and the leg is straight, or perhaps your knee is slightly bending and you're supporting the low leg, all right? So do what your body allows, and just be sure to keep your heart lifted. Keep guiding that navel inward, because that's going to strengthen the abdominal wall. From here, if you want a little more, you can release that left arm, and we can guide that leg to float out at a diagonal, and we're lifting the heart up. The heart is lifted, we have a hollow belly. What a wonderful way to care for our body. The next breath guides the leg to flow forward. From here, we'll guide the knee to return to a full bend. Left leg in front. Now we'll focus on the left leg again. We're going to use our left hand. We're going to lift that left leg and capture the heel. Hold your heel and then guide the knee back. So we have the knee flowing towards the back wall. Next breath, lift the heart and guide the leg to extend at a diagonal. So either the leg will be straight or maybe the leg is bending still. So choose your level. You should be able to smile, knowing that you're taking great care of your body, okay? So breathe deep. And if you want a little more, you can guide the right arm to rise up. So the right fingertips will point towards the sky. inviting more length into the spine. If you'd like a little more, you can use your right fingers, your pointer middle. So the pointer, middle finger, and thumb wrapping around the big toe, that's called the yogi toe lock. All right, so if you'd like to do that, you can try that, or maybe you're just going to guide your hand towards the toes, or maybe you'll stay in this position. All right, so we're flowing through this practice together. We're listening to our bodies, and we're doing what feels good for us in this moment in time. So this is a wonderful way to tone up those leg muscles, also open the hips. All right, so it's very important for us to encourage the hips to move in different directions for full range of motion. From here, if we're holding that big toe, let's release it. Allow the arm to lower as that left knee bends. We're going to flow back to easy pose. This time our right leg will be in front. We're back in easy pose, the starting position, with a lifted heart. Now we're going to focus on the front leg, which is the right leg. We'll inhale. We're going to lift that right leg, use our right hand to capture the heel. Adjust accordingly. As the foot rises, we guide the knee back. And then on the inhale, we lift the heart, guide the leg to extend at a diagonal, lift the heart, leg extends. So either we have a straight leg, or we might have a bending knee slightly, or we might be somewhere in between, all right? So we know the position the body flows to, because the body tells you as you're lifting, you're like breathing, and then you'll feel, well, I can't tell you what you feel, but you might notice an increased intensity as the foot rises. So choose your level, and once you're at the level that feels best for your body, take a breath and guide the left arm to rise if you choose. If you'd like a little more, guide the left arm to toe. Use the pointer, middle finger, and thumb if you choose to do the yogi toe lock. Or you can just have your hand flow toward the foot, or you can keep your hand at the starting position, arm lower. All right, so many variations. And that's the nice thing about yoga. You just listen to your body, and you do what feels right for you in this moment in time. So let's all take another cleansing breath together. We're going to inhale through our nose. And on the exhale, we're going to release if we're holding the big toe, release if we're touching the toes. The left arm lowers, and we're going to bend that right knee. We're going to flow back to the easy pose position. This time the right leg will be in front. And now we're going to lift both knees up, uncross. Extend the legs forward. Adjust your sit bones. So what I do is I lift my glutes up off of the mat, and then guide the flesh back so the sit bones are on the mat. Legs are straight, feet are flexing. Place the arms behind. So the tips of the middle finger are not touching your body. Don't let your fingers touch your body. Fingers are straight, elbows are straight, the heart is lifted, and we're just imagining the crown of the head flowing upward as the low jaw is relaxed. The tongue is resting in the low jaw, and we're gazing down towards the tip of the nose. The feet are flexing. So we are pressing the ball of the foot away from the body. The tips of the toes flow towards the body for a strong staff pose. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, and we will guide the palms to slide forward. So slide your palms forward. Place the sole of the foot on the mat. And now, on your exhale, guide your heart forward. When you're ready to exhale, guide your heart forward, guide your navel inward, reach your fingertips to try to touch the wall in front of you. Your palms are facing each other, elbows are straight, and just very slowly we're releasing towards the straight leg, guiding the chin towards the collarbone, not straining or pulling, just allowing the body to just relax. So just relax and just notice how gravity will just naturally guide you closer to your straight leg. Follow the flow of your breath. Notice your own heart rhythm. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to bend our left elbow. Bring your left elbow towards your left ankle, and then allow that left elbow to flow between your body and your thigh. So the elbow is flowing towards the wall behind us, and then we're going to place that left hand to lace through the thigh and the low leg area. So guide your hand and arm to lace through, just like that. From here, if you're holding your right foot, release it. We're going to take a breath. We're going to bend that right elbow and use both hands to capture that left heel. So lift the left heel, capture it with your hands if you can. If you can, it's okay. So now we are lifting the foot. If you want a little more, you can guide the foot to rise, and we'll guide the leg on top of the shoulder. See how it feels? If that's uncomfortable, just keep your leg at your side, off of the shoulder. As I said, notice the way your facial muscles are. That lets you know how you're experiencing the postures, okay? So facial muscles should be softened and relaxed. You should be able to have a soft smile on your face as you're flowing through all these postures, which are really, really good for the body, taking best care of the body. From here, we'll take a breath. On the exhale, let's use the left hand to unlace, and we'll guide the sole of the foot back onto our mat and extend the arms overhead. Palms face each other. Next breath, let's straighten the bending leg. Inhale, right knee bends, sole of the foot connects with the mat. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, guide the heart forward. Take your time, press your heart towards the front of the room, fingertips flow towards the front of the room. We're guiding the navel inward. Chin flows towards the collarbone. Inhale, deep, and on the exhale, soften, relax. Awesome flow. Now we'll guide the right elbow to bend. The elbow flows on the inside of the bending leg between the body. We'll guide the elbow towards the wall behind us, and then guide that right hand to lace through the leg. All right, so from here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to rise up, lifting up that right foot, and we can use our hand to lift the foot as well. If we want to go deeper, we can place the leg on top of the shoulder, or we can just have the hand supporting the leg. All right? So just do what feels right for you at this moment in time, being gentle with the body, breathing deep. The next breath allows us to lift the foot, and if the leg is on the shoulder, take it down, and the sole of the foot is going to flow forward, and we're going to fold back, straightening the bending knee. So we're straightening the bending knee, we're guiding our navel inward. We're in a nice forward fold, strengthening and lengthening the spine. On the inhale, rise up. Fingertips flow towards the sky. Exhale, arms lower. Let's bend our knees. We're bending our knees. Let's slide to the top of the mat. We are about to lie down. So we're going to resume at the top of our mat. So we're preparing for our final yoga posture. We have our knees bending. We're at the top of our mat. Now use your arms to embrace your thighs. And then on the exhale, so breathe. And then as you exhale, slowly release one vertebrae at a time onto your mat. Shoulder blades connect with the mat. Base of the skull connects with the mat. Release your thighs and allow your feet to lower to your mat. Once your feet are touching your mat, begin to straighten the legs. So you'll be lying on your mat with your legs straight. Then we'll close our eyes. We have eyes closed. Make sure your spine is straight and long. Make sure your arms are relaxing at your side. And allow your low jaw to relax downward. So the low jaw moves downward, so the lips part slightly and the tongue can rest in the low jaw. This is our final yoga posture. It's called the Shavasana. And this is the time for us to connect with how we're feeling inside, connect with flow of breath, heart rhythm, connect with inner peace. So on the inhale, follow your breath in through your nostrils. Notice the coolness of the breath as it enters the back of the throat. Notice the sound of your breath. Be sure also to connect with your heart rhythm. Notice how the heart is pulsing. Notice how the chest rises and falls. On your inhale, receive tranquility, receive calm, connect with peace. As we hold on to this feeling of inner calm and calm, allow the awareness to flow into the feet. The breath allows your feet to move slowly from side to side so you can engage your ankles, wiggle your toes, breathe deep. From here, we'll gently squeeze and release our calf muscles. Allow the kneecaps to squeeze and release. Guide movement to the thighs, squeezing, releasing, allowing the glute muscles to squeeze and release. The breath is full and the breath is deep. From here, allow the fingers to bend and straighten. Begin to circle your hands and activate your wrist. Now, focus on shoulders. On the inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders up towards the sky. On the exhale, guide your shoulder blades to release back onto your mat so we can focus on facial muscles. Allow the mouth to move from side to side. Wiggle your nose and blink the eyes open. The breath guides the knees to flow to bending. Soles of the feet will connect with the mat. Then we'll take a deep breath. On the exhale, allow your knees to flow towards the left. Turn your body to the left side. Bend your left elbow. Use your left arm as a pillow for your head as you guide your body to a fetal position on your left side. Once you're on your left side, take a breath and begin to place your palms in front of your chest. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slowly, gently press the body upright. Press your palms into the mat, rise up. Don't rush. Take your time. Guide with a lifted heart. The next breath allows the arms to extend outward and upward. We'll rotate arms in, guide them closer. Palms touch, elbows bend. We're breathing. Guiding the hands to flow to heart center. So we can take another full breath. On the exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember the importance of enjoying nature, enjoying the beauty there is in life. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. We're going to inhale and rise back up. Relax our shoulders, relax our hands, and just notice how we're feeling right now. Thank you. For those that have joined a little later, my name is Candace. I'm with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. So happy you could join this live yoga class, full class. So if you did enjoy this class, I encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe. All right, I go live several times a week, so you have an opportunity to take best care of your body together with me. So, Gentle Yoga for Everyone, Candace. I'll be back soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Let's see if these comments are. Oh, okay. So now is the time to address these comments. Let's see here. Great flow. Tobias, thank you. And thank you, Jill. Thank you, Sarah. I experienced some lag. Okay, some lag. Okay. And experienced some lag. Okay.